Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, I Heart Aries. My name is Chelsea, and this is the channel where we do all Aries readings. And today, before I do the weekly, before I record the weekly, I wanted to do this message for the people who feel lost, feel stuck, or maybe struggling in any way, okay? Off camera, I've pulled 3 cards from the Self-Love Oracle, okay? Now, this deck is an interactive deck. It gives you tools, it gives you guidance, but it also gives you actionable steps on things that you can do to help heal yourself and to tap into that self-love energy, which in return helps you move forward, okay? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the 3 cards I have. Whichever one you connect with, I have a timestamp in the comment section. You can click on that one. I read the card, and then we'll pull some cards to see what are you struggling with the most, what tools or what guidance does Spirit have to help you get through that, and any additional information that you need to know. Okay? So, we are going to start with, let me pull my notes up to timestamp. Okay, so looking at the cards. Okay, we have, the first card we have is Astral Travel, and it's the Aura chakra. Okay. The second one we have is number 23, the Gift of Knowing, the Third Eye chakra. And the third one is 28, Ritual Grounding, Crown chakra. Okay, so we're going to start with number 30, which is Astral Travel. Okay, and that took a 2. All right, so we have Astral Travel, which is the Aura chakra, okay? So this is, I don't know if this person I'm speaking to, if that is something that you are connected with, astral projection, astral travel, but I'm gonna read the card first, and we'll take it from there, okay? So, it's number 30, and we have Astral Travel, okay? So this is guidance to step forward with love in your heart and travel to offer healing to others. Beyond what you have imagined. To do this, you will need to work in the astral plane with the tool of meditation, which may mean some extra study or going deeper into your existing practice. There are lots of magical superpowers called Seers, I hope I'm saying that right, that develop when you have a firmly established meditation and yoga practice. You have an ability to project your presence in a healing form to wherever healing is needed. You will know. Using the self-luminous starry astral light which fills the world, you can learn to astral travel to those who would benefit from your loving presence. We have the ability to be everywhere all at once. Our heart has more power than 108 suns. Okay? It says, work to understand your own power and projection. If healing others remotely resonates with you, then project that you are successful at this endeavor with the light of your heart and the focus of a meditative mind. Allow yourself to be courageously imaginative and creative. Make mind moon boards of your astral plane and heart-opening healing work. All inspired thoughts go into the astral catalog of potential realities, and they are there for anyone to access through the meditative mind. Your unique perspective is like a shooting star. It will cause someone to gasp and believe that their wishes can come true. The existence of your healing, loving thoughts gives momentum to the healing dreams of others. So the suggested practices for this card, if you feel that you are a healer who can connect with people through astral projection, or you are a healer and you heal remotely, or if that's something that speaks to your soul and your spirit, the suggested practices are: work to establish or deepen your meditation and yoga practice. Ask your soul to guide you. And that's it for that one. Okay, so some of them may have a longer list, but that's it. So astral projection here, if you connect with that. So let's take some time with the tarot and see exactly here what we have. All right, so first we're going to see here, what are you struggling with the most? The people who are connecting with astral travel. What is your biggest challenge right now? What are you struggling with the most? I'm hearing self-acceptance more than anything, okay? But let's take a look here. The people who are what's that? The Hangman. All right, so the Hangman is about awakening, okay? Feeling stuck, right? Because the Hangman could be, there's no forward movement. You're feeling kind of stuck, not knowing which direction to go. But I like to look at this card as a calm inaction, right? You're not really in a rush to get anywhere. Either you may feel like that way, but you're really not. And the reason that you may not be moving forward is not because of anything that you have done, but it may be because of spirit keeping you in the same position until you come to the realization of the power and the gifts that you have. Okay? I see that someone could possibly be sad about this, maybe feeling like their life is not where it needs to be, as far as looking at timelines, looking at other people's timelines, looking at society's timelines, and you're feeling stuck. But I feel that once you do move forward, you're not going to have missed anything. You know what I'm saying? There's not going to be any time loss. It's more of spirit waiting for you to know that you are supposed to be doing a certain work. You are supposed to be, let me put it this way. One thing I've noticed, and this is by my own experience and speaking with other people because I am no expert, is that most time when people feel depressed or stuck or inadequate is because they're not using their gifts. They're not using their divine gifts. You are not serving. All right? In order to be, and I saw this today, in order to be in a leadership position, you have to serve first. You have to be in service to others in some sort of way. You just have to. It comes before leadership. And so, you may not, and let me tell you, if you say, I don't want to be a leader, well, tough luck with that if you're an Aries and you're watching, okay? And even if you're not an Aries, at some point in your life, you are going to lead, okay? In some sort of capacity. So I feel like I'm speaking to someone here who feels like they're stuck. They're stuck in life. There's no forward movement. They're not living in their purpose, or they're not doing what they set out to do. You may be some form of healer, right? That heals energetically. Now, the card that came out here as advice was the Queen of Cups. And there she is, and that's exactly what the book said, right? To practice your meditative practices, connecting to the divine and to the astral plane here, listening to your emotions, really, cultivating your practice of meditation. It is so deep, it is so sacred, meditation is so protective. It is so protective. I today had a situation that where if I would have not meditated, I would have stumbled because something came up today that was from like a meditation from a few weeks ago. And so I'm just saying that to say that, I think a lot of people neglect that and how instrumental it will be to finding your purpose and to walking into your purpose. Okay. Any other messages? We're going to make these quick. Any other messages, Spirit, that this group of people need right now? Three of Cups. And the Magician. Give me one more. I feel like this is for a person here who may feel like they're generally alone or on their own. But Spirit is saying, make it your business to connect to like-minded people and to also celebrate yourself as well. We have the Three of Cups here, energy, and this feels like It feels like a collective or a group of like-minded people with the same type of energy. We also have the Magician here, right? So you may have the same goals. The Magician here is manifesting, it seems like, the life that you desire to live, and stability and security here with the King of Pentacles. Let me clarify one more time. This is not more of a clarification, but just seeing what else, because the message here is clear. You know, I feel like someone here needs to step out of their comfort zone. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Whoever this message is for, once you begin to take action in the direction that you're supposed to be going in, especially with if this does resonate with you, right? And you start to ramp up your spiritual practices and you start to meditate more and you start to get tuned in and tapped down, you're not going to be in this energy for that much longer. Matter of fact, Spirit is going to make sure that you're not, because this is fated, okay? Whatever your destiny is fated for you. So in this case, you're going to be pushed out there. If you don't jump sooner or later, you're going to be pushed. And I know that sounds scary, but you're going to be guided, okay? What I have here is the Three of Cups. We have the Magician, and you're going to be celebrated, okay? Whatever you're manifesting here, whatever this business is of yours, whatever this purpose is of yours, you're going to be highly celebrated. And this could be a complete difference, a complete change from who you identify with or who you think you are right now, okay? With the Wheel of Fortune here, I feel like this is life-changing energy when you step into this person, in this purpose, and you're going to be helping a collective of people here tap into their spiritual gifts with the Three of Cups as well, okay? It's a lot of, I'm feeling a lot of water energy, a lot of intuitive energy here, a lot of emotions. I see somebody using their hands as well. Like even in this Magician card here, this person, it looks like they're looking down into the universe. So they're alone, right? Maybe in their room or somewhere. And like the card says, you're healing remotely. So someone here may have this very intense, I want to say power, or the way that you heal is to tap into the astral. This is really deep. Really deep. And almost, it seems like you can heal physically. Wow. The King of Pentacles here. Almost you can heal physically, not just emotionally. And this could be life-changing. Let me pull one more for the Wheel of Fortune. This could be life-changing. Yeah, look at that. The Nine of Cups. With the Nine of Cups and the Four of Swords. This is healing. It's a wish fulfillment here. And it's like when somebody steps into their purpose, when somebody steps into this energy, you're going to feel alive. You're going to really realize, you're going to know that you have found your purpose. I see somebody here who's searching right now, who is not confident in themselves or where the direction that they're going. Now, this is something here that has to be discovered, right? This is something here that you already know about yourself, right? You've just not really, you're not using it. You've not tapped into this. Okay, I hope that makes sense. This is going to go over the head of a lot of people, over the heads of a lot of people, because it just does, this is not your story. But if this is your story, you know I'm speaking to you, okay? And let me know in the comment section if you've always felt this way. Okay, so now we have number 23, the gift of knowing. Okay. So the gift of knowing, let's see here, number 23. This is the third eye chakra. Let's take a look. It says, know your next action. The gift of knowing. Where there is love, there is no question about what you should do next. The essence of your unique true self is love. You should never feel the desire to split your personality so that you fit into somebody else's idea of what you should be. Now is the time for you to focus on becoming completely integrated, all your talents merged into one. Expression of self-realization. Self-knowing enables you to continuously give to others through alignment to your unique rhythmic intelligence. Believing that it is appropriate to please others is a conditioned response with beginnings in childhood trauma. Attempting to please others is very difficult and doesn't serve anyone, least of all you. Drop any notion that this behavior might take you on a magic carpet ride away from conflict. It takes you towards inner and therefore also outer conflict. Knowing is not a quest to read people's minds or seek to know what others are up to, activities that needn't concern you. To know is to be mentally futuristic, to be able to weather the trials of life, read the situations you face, and act in a way that is self-protective, empowered, and kind. As your perspective starts to widen, victimhood disappears, and an interest in imaginative solutions appears. All right, and it says the suggested practice, if you connect with this card, is write the answer to these questions just for the fun of getting to know yourself. What do I create? How does what I create benefit others? How can I describe my specialty? How do I plan for my successes? How do I feel about money? Do I have any aversions to wealth? And if I earned $1 million, how would I spend it? Okay. All right, so let's take a look here. The gift of knowing, third eye chakra. Let's see here. What is the situation here that is bothering this person the most? Eight of Wands. Opportunities, messages here. Ace of Swords here. This is clarity, truth. This is knowing. You know what I'm getting here? It's like someone here has this gift of knowing and seeing, but not knowing how to communicate it, not knowing how to get the message out, possibly to the collective. Let's see, why is this? Ten of Cups and the Devil. Clarify the Devil. And the Moon. So I knew the Fear card was going to come out, and it came out in reverse. You know what I'm getting here? Very specific message. There is someone out there who is listening to this who has this gift of knowing, right? Very intuitive, very tuned in, tapped on. This didn't just start. This started from childhood. You have a gift. You've always known you had a gift. You've always been gifted. But there is a fear, possibly of the people that you call family, okay? They could be blood related or just people who are around you who may, if they knew about this gift, would possibly shun it, okay? Would think that it was demonic, would think that it is devilish, it is not welcome, it is not accepted. And so for this reason alone, you have pushed down this gift. You don't use it, you pretend like you don't have it, or you laugh it off as some sort of joke of like, yeah, I'm psychic, da-da-da. But you have a really true, deep knowing. There are things that you've done that you cannot explain. And you know, like I said, you've always been this way. But I feel like a fear of being ridiculed or having this gift perceived as toxic or devilish, you hide it. But you are at the point now where you are ready to come out and emerge this, like, you know, give this gift or show this gift, because maybe hiding it has been causing you great depression and really dimming your light. Okay, we have the Devil, we have the Ten of Cups, the Devil here, and the Moon card, which is in reverse. Feeling not aligned with your true self. Okay. What else does this person, I was going to say she, but it could be a man man or female. What else this person needs to know here? The World and the Four of Wands. Five of Wands and the Six of Cups. Tell me more about that. Six of Swords. All right, so the first thing I heard was, you're right. You will be ridiculed. You will be, you know, possibly shunned, some of you, from people that you call family. But, and I'm going to say this, because the first thing I heard was not everyone. So you may be surprised who may be accepting of your gifts and, you know, your gifts. But the completeness and the wholeness that you will experience will be far beyond any ridicule, any kind of arguments, strife, challenges, drama that these people that you love will bring you. Okay, and I'm saying this, you love these people, so it is very difficult. You will take this to heart, but I'm telling you, you will feel whole. For once, when you start to act on these gifts and use these gifts, whatever they may be, in whatever form they are, you will feel a completeness. You will feel joy. You will feel happiness. Okay, you will be in this divine energy here with this Four of Wands. You will feel stable and secure for the first time in your life. All right, you feel like you will be able to accomplish everything and anything. The world here is great success. The Four of Wands is a beautiful card. It's a beautiful spiritual card here. Okay, both of these are wholeness and oneness. Now, I said you're right, because there does look like some strife, drama, conflict here when it comes to past loved ones or loved ones at all. But with the Six of Swords here, you will get through it. You will find peace through it all, and it will not bother you anymore. Six of Swords here, okay? Energy. You will get through this. Sometimes there's an initial shock, you know, when these kind of things do come out. But living in your truth is far more worth, you know, going through these kind of things in order to live in your truth is far more worth than hiding in the shadows and imagining what if, what could. And then it's, again, when you're talking about spirituality, it is really about, it's never really about self, unless it's just self-awareness, but it's also about who you're helping through your self-awareness, okay? Through your self-awareness. There is no right or wrong. There are no rules. You know, this is about who you are able to help through your own self-awareness of your own gifts, of your own talents, of what you have to offer, okay? We'll see if I'll put this video out to the collective. Maybe I might use this as a membership tab. So if you're watching the membership tab, welcome. If not, this is a treat. I'm just going to see who I feel like needs this video the most when I post it. Okay, so the last card we have here, I might put this as a bonus video. The last card we have here is Ritual Grounding, the crown chakra. All right, so let's see. It's number 28, crown chakra. It's about grounding. Okay, my whole life is a practice of being here now. Choose to do one or more of the activities listed below. Look for rainbows, especially double rainbows, which are becoming more frequent. Take photos of beautiful places in nature and look for orbs and rays of colored light in the images. Sit under a tree and daydream. Just be in nature. Count butterflies. Listen to bird calls. Collect the dew from flowers when the first light of day touches them. Drink this dew. I don't know. lie on a carpet of green grass and listen. Walk in nature, especially alongside a body of water. Smell flowers and touch their petals. Incredibly gently so as to leave no mark. Say, I love you and thank you. Walk a shoreline in bare feet. Watch the sunrise and sunset every day for 40 days. Okay. Plant seasonal food, harvest, and preparing and simply acknowledging gratitude for the rich bounty. All right. So those are just some ways that you can practice being grounded. And I want to say this, if you're, being grounded is a necessary practice because you can't help anyone if you are not, okay? If you are always in your head, if you're always thinking about the worst, if you're always being impulsive, which is a trait of Aries, but you can't always be that way. If you're always being impulsive, you are not being of service to anyone. You are not able to use your spiritual gifts. So this is someone here who feels like they need to be grounded, or they need a better practice of being grounded. Okay, let's take a look here. What is your, or, you know what, I'm getting like someone here who's always constantly moving, switching partners, you know, never feeling really stable or secure in who they are. Just blowing whichever way the wind goes, okay? This is someone here who needs assistance with being grounded, okay? Okay, so what is the main situation here for this person? That's the first card. I kept seeing that, the Knight of Swords. This is that very impulsive card, okay? Knight of Swords is not necessarily a negative card. It's just someone here who acts rather quickly. Sometimes before all the way thinking things all the way through, okay? And leaving it up to chance if a situation works out. And sometimes this is speaking before, you know, thinking something all the way through, taking action. I see the Tower here. So sometimes that could lead to, you know, and what I'm getting is that it's not necessarily that it's a bad thing or a negative thing. It's just that it could be more, how do I say it, precise. It's like someone here doesn't have a bad idea. They have the right idea, but it's that sometimes it's thrown out there without thinking, and so it misses the mark, if that makes sense. So somebody here's gifts needs to be a little bit more cultivated before just acting. I hope that makes sense. Let's see here, Spirit. What advice does this person need? We have the Sun. Five of Swords and the World card. Tell me more about the Five of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. I see whoever this is really guided to help other people. But what I'm getting is that you can't help others until you help yourself. I'm also hearing you can't help others from a broken place. It's like you try to put your needs last. You try to put your needs last all the time, but you do have a gift of helping others. But the thing is, it's kind of doing it backwards. You want to be able to, so what it is that whoever I'm speaking to, the reason that you're either always moving so much or you do things in impulse is because someone is not wanting to stop and take that time to focus on themselves. Because knowing that when you have to illuminate those parts of you that are dark, you really will have to go into a place that you don't want to go to, or you have to do that shadow work that you've been avoiding. But I feel that this shadow work here is going to set you free. I feel like someone's been internally fighting doing that shadow work. And I got a lot of cards of endings, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands here, and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is someone here who knows their gift, okay? You know their gift, you know your gift, you know your purpose, you know what you're supposed to be doing in this world. But you feel that you're missing the mark, or you're not accomplishing what you need to be accomplishing, and it's because you haven't sat down with yourself to heal yourself first. You haven't sat down with yourself to do your shadow work. You're trying to neglect that. You're trying to get over that. You're not trying to address that first, and you're going to continue to keep missing the mark until you do that. Until you ground yourself and you sit with yourself and you're in, you sit in those emotions. And, on the other side of that, you know, it's almost like you're never going to miss the mark. With the sun here, the world card here, you're going to be successful to the point where it's going to look like you almost never get it wrong, and which obviously sometimes you get it wrong. But I'm saying is that someone here is maybe missing the mark in a lot of things where they feel like they're failing. You know, even though you're being intuitively guided to do something, you feel like you're failing. You're not really failing. It's just because you have not worked on yourself first. And right, Spirit is saying you have to fix yourself. You have to look at that speck in your own eye before you can go and help another. Okay? So I hope that makes sense, because I feel that once you do that, whoever I'm speaking to and with this one with ritual grounding, that's the only missing link to you being successful and you starting this new way of life and helping others. Okay. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Take care. Bye.